Let's do a lymphatic drainage routine or a Gua Sha routine together. So for the purposes of this, I will have zero makeup on, and I'm going to apply an oil to my skin in order to give that slip. Our lymphatic system is a secondary circulation system within our whole body, and we have lymphatic nodes all over in different points of the body too. So we're going to start off stimulating. For this purpose, we're kind of working from the neck way up. There is other ones you can do to bring across the chest as well, but for this purpose, we're going to start here just on the top of the clavicle bone, and I'm going to show the other pressure points that we're going to stimulate for the lymphatic nodes. I'll begin first with the oil that I'm using. So you can use any oil that gives a slip to the skin. I'm choosing the Ground Bio. This is the uplifting body oil. Its base is almond oil, but I love the scent of it, and I just use this as part of my evening routine. There are other oils that you can absolutely use. Basically, you just want to create a slip on the skin, whether you're using your hands for your lymphatic drainage or a Gua Sha either. So you might see I'm a little bit red already, and that's absolutely fine. My skin at the moment is a little bit reactive even to touch and heat, so that's absolutely no problem. There's nothing wrong, I'm not irritated, it's just my skin's reaction to that touch. The reason we wanted to create this video is to really tie in with giving yourself some self-care at home, creating those 10 minutes or whatever small amount of time you're able to secure yourself in the evening for really taking time for self-care, focus back in on yourself and give yourself that moment of calm. The benefits of lymphatic drainage as well are a depuffing of the skin. It helps to bring down any inflammation as well. And what tends to happen is we hold a lot of fluid within our body as well, and a lot of lymph sits in different areas of the body. So it's a really good way of helping to really encourage that lymphatic drainage to the different nodes. We're really helping it along. As I said, you can use a Gua Sha. These are relatively inexpensive as well, depending on what one. I love to use the stainless steel one because I just feel they're very hygienic, and I'm quite clumsy, so when I tend to drop the quartz ones, they tend to smash on me, and I've lost a few. I will do the routine with my hands today. I'll show you different moves that you can do with the implement itself. When you're using the Gua Sha, let the weight of the Gua Sha dictate on how much pressure you put on the skin. So we're not going a really digging sensation or anything like that. We're literally using the weight of the Gua Sha and pushing down gently. So it's really when we stimulate the nodes, that's the most pressure we're going to use. So we're starting off and we're going to stimulate these. You can see them already because I'm after being stimulating the lymph nodes here. So it's top of the clavicle. Every pulse point or every lymphatic node that we're going to press on, we're going to do 10 circular motions. I think if you just have a number on it, it keeps it a bit more rhythmical. So we might speed this a little bit up as you see me doing it. But this is the top of the clavicle here. The side of the ears. So 10 circular motions. The sides of the nose, the top here of the nose as well, on the side of the temples. As you can imagine, there are hundreds of different lymphatic nodes that we can press and help stimulate, but these are the ones we're going to concentrate on today. The first move we're going to use with our hands, as I said, so we are going to kind of knuckle our fingers together like this, and we're going to bring them up towards the jawline and down to the lymphatic nodes. So up across the jawline like that and down, and we're going to carry this out 10 times. So I'll try and turn side as I can see. You can see, and I'm pushing down to where I stimulated that lymph node. Now you can do one side at a time, like this. Or like I said, you can do together, depending on what time you have or how you like to do it. It's a really good idea as well to take before and after pictures when you do a Gua Sha or lymphatic drainage routine, because you'll really see the difference. Next up, we're still keeping that kind of knuckle movement as well, but we're going to go across the cheekbone like this, and we're going to bring the lymphatic fluid up to where we stimulated here at the temples. So again, we're doing this for 10. And I'm just going to show you what this looks like with the Gua Sha itself. So we would use the scooped edge if you like. And we're going to bring, you can kind of feel your cheekbone in the middle of the scoop. And we're going to bring them up towards the lymphatic nodes that we stimulated there. And again, there, like that. You'll see the skin becoming red. That's absolutely fine. That's erythema. We're bringing fresh blood to the surface of the skin. So next up, we're going to focus around the eye area. So when it comes to the eye area, we don't want to pull or drag. We want to use a gentle pressure and a rhythmical movement. So don't forget, we've stimulated this lymphatic drainage here. We've also stimulated it at the side of the nose and up here to the corner of the brows. So we're going to use our ring finger ideally. We're going to start in the center here and we're going to bring up around the eyebrow under the eye itself. So this is the map out of your occipital bone. We are doing circular motions here because don't forget, we've stimulated them lymphatic nodes in the inner of the nose here. So we're going to do 10 of them. This, and again, don't forget, you can do one at a time or you can do 2 together. This is a lovely relaxed moment. We hold so much tension in our forehead and in our eyebrows as well. So it's a really good way of helping to relax and de-stress. If you're to do this with the Gua Sha, we're using the longer end of the Gua Sha and we're going really gently around the eye area. You can just use the flat side when you come around here and the flat side when you come under the eye. I might show you on the other side, it might be a little bit easier. A little bit awkward when you're trying to show people. So see the way I can actually do this move just from the underside. So I don't have to go full way around. So maybe for that we would do the circular motion with our ring finger, but then if we want to use the Gua Sha, we might just do under the eye because it's actually a little bit of a nicer movement and it's not as awkward. You're not kind of stopping yourself when you get to the nose. So training again, use the Gua Sha as the light pressure, the weight of it, you're not pressing down and digging down into the skin. We're moving on to the forehead now. So just for purposes, I did the other side of this eye as well, just to keep everything drained evenly, but we're going to move on to the forehead now. So you can just get the flat of your index finger if you're using your hands. We're going to start here on the brow bone and we're going to raise up towards like that. And again, it doesn't have to be crazy pressure. We're just helping to release some tension and drain that lymph. So you can do this. You can do 3 or 4 or 5 passes. Just try and keep it as even as possible. And I'll show you what that looks like then with the Gua Sha. Again, you don't have to have a Gua Sha. We can do all these movements with our hands. So when we're using it for the forehead, using the Gua Sha, we're using the flat side of the Gua Sha. And again, we're doing the flat movement, but I'm not pressing down crazy. I am using the flat side and the weight of the Gua Sha to help drain that lymph. This is great for anyone who suffers with headaches. And sometimes you can take the Gua Sha straight out of the fridge, so it's nice and cooling. And try and keep it nice and even. But you can flip the Gua Sha. See, and I'm doing it into the camera, but you'll be doing this in front of your mirror or in front of your phone, whatever you like. And try and keep even passes. Like that. So there's a couple of things that you need to remember if you're going to try this. So first thing would be clean hands and clean face. Sometimes people ask me, well, where in my routine would it come in, say with my products? So what you can do is you can do this before so you could cleanse the skin, do your oil, and then you could do your first cleanse, use your oil for your slip, do your Gua Sha routine, and then just do your second cleanse, so you're removing that oil. Or sometimes if people get a specific facial oil, they can do this at the very end. The only time I wouldn't say to do it is if you have maybe 2 or 3 active serums on underneath, because what will happen is with the continuous movement or rubbing, your products might start to pill. So maybe focus this on a particular night or every second night, or whatever it is, where you just have the basic skincare like your cleansing and your oil or your moisturizer. So clean hands, slip for the skin, and again, you don't need a Gua Sha itself, you can use your hands. And the main thing is to stimulate your lymph nodes. You can actually stimulate the ones under your arm as well. So I know I'm wearing this top, but we can actually do nice sweeping motions across the chest as well with the Gua Sha or with the flat of your hand. So I would kind of use this side of my hand when I'm doing that on the chest, and I'm pushing them out under towards the lymphatic nodes that I've stimulated under the arm. So that's everything. So stimulate your lymph nodes in 10 circular motions all the way up, and then you can start. Less pressure is better, a nice glide, and you can do it as often as you want.